Ken Dorsey gets fired as Bills OC. And today, someone finally paid for the fact that the Jets suck. It was just a day ago. What did Robert Saleh say? Hey, your quarterback. No, Zach is actually playing pretty well. Zach Wilson's playing well. He doesn't believe that one guy should have to bear the brunt when a whole team fails. And what does he do today? He cuts Michael Carter, who is their third down running back. On the day, the Jets had a big team meeting. Garrett Wilson spoke up. Thank you, Garrett Wilson. You're the guy. You're the leader. You're the real guy. I'm glad. What did I say? I think he listened to the show. What did I say yesterday? I want Garrett Wilson to stand up in the middle of that locker room and say, this is what should happen. This is what's going on. I feel like I'm coaching the Jets.
I raised him up and you carried him over.
I'm a better coach than Robert Saleh. But this is when we talked about last night that Robert Saleh, the Jets need a new head coach. How genuine do you think this move looks, where everybody knows how bad Zach Wilson? You can sit here and tell me Zach's playing pretty well. Don't give me that crap. The guy's thrown 1 touchdown in 9 games, and the Jets have 8 touchdowns in 9 games. And look at all, it's the worst offense in the league. And you're going to sit here and tell me Zach is actually playing pretty well. Players are going to tune that out. And then for you to say, hey, no, I'm not going to hold one guy responsible and then cut Michael Carter, I'm like, okay, I get what you're doing because Michael Carter had fallen out of favor and he had committed a bad penalty against the Raiders. But to go out of your way and say, hey, we're going to not blame one person, but I'm cutting Michael Carter. I mean, what does that say? If you're on the team, you go, wow, he's a well-liked player on the team.
Listen,
everybody
Captain Petty.
I mean, what kind of message does that send? I feel like Robert Saleh is flailing right now. What do I do? Because the job of head coach is too big for him.
Well, because you saw the other move that had to happen today, and his weekly, let me tell you what I think about the world, Aaron Rodgers went on to defend his guy Hackett at every turn.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So you've got that. Robert Saleh answers not only to the Johnsons up top.
I answered it.
He's
Aaron
answering
Rodgers.
number 8 over there.
Of course.
And you can't fire Garrett Wilson.
No.
You can't fire some of these other guys that are major contributors. It's like, you know what? You cost us. You're part of the ringleaders here. See ya, Michael Carter. And away he goes.
I'll be real with you for a second here, is that I see this today, and I told you, Robert Saleh, the Jets need a new head coach. He's not up to it. It's too much. He's a great defensive coordinator. They amassed a lot of talent defensively. They got lucky in the draft with Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall, which is awesome. But you're still not winning games, and you're still not able to fix problems.
You're 30th in scoring, right? And just ahead of the Patriots and the Giants.
And to hear him sit here and say, hey, it's going to click at some point. Hey, we're only a game out of the playoffs. I'm going to tell you something, man. The season's over. The Jets season is over. I feel like Marvin Berry in Back to the Future. Hey, man, the dance is over. Unless, well, bad example because he does know about somebody who plays guitar and Marty has the guitar and he does the whole song. But, hey, man, the season's over.
Kind of a big scene.
Okay? It's a pretty big scene. Chuck, this is your cousin, Marvin Berry. You know that new quarterback you're looking for?
I like the analogy until I saw it click in your brain going,
well, listen,
listen
to this. Well, because he actually does save the dance. But it's like, hey, man, the season's over. You are 4-5, okay? You're going to play the Bills on Sunday at Buffalo. You're going to lose that game. All right, you'll be 4-6. And then to sit back and say, well, we're still only 1 game out. Everybody's feeling good. You got to win 10 games to get to the play. All this Aaron Rodgers coming back, you got to win 10 games to be a playoff team, right? 10-7 gets you in. Once in a great while, every few years, a 9-8 team gets in. But generally, you're thinking about 10 wins. 10-7 now. It's about 10-7 gets you in. This Jets team is going to go 6-1. They're going to go 6-1 down the stretch. They're going to lose to the Bills on Sunday in Buffalo, and with a new OC and everything else, and they're a more talented team, and they want payback from week 1, and all these things, and the Jets are a mess, and their offense can't score, and they're not changing anything. And when you don't change anything, you know this is the offense you're going to get. So how are you going to win a football game? You're going to be 4-6. The season is over. There are some teams that if they were 4-6, I can look and say, yeah, they can go on a run. Why? Generally because you have a great offense. If the Chargers were 4-6, I would always say, you know what? Chargers win a bunch of games in a row. You never know. They get hot offensively, and Herbert has, 4 or 5 big weeks in a row. If you have a great offense, you can get hot. You can win a lot of games. But this Jets team, you're not going to go on a run. No. You have no margin for error in a football game. 0. That's not going 6-1. Because remember, as well as it looks like, hey, everybody's 4-5 right now. Everybody's 5-5. Yeah, but teams get to 10. Some teams get to 10. You're not a team that's built to go 6-1. The Jets are a team that is built to be a 500-ish team for a while until Aaron Rodgers comes back, and then maybe we win 2 of our last 3 and squeak in, or 3 of our last 4 and squeak in when he comes back. Maybe he comes back on, for Black Friday. Who knows? But that's you're hoping for. But now you're going to be 4-6, and the season's over. And I'm sorry, but it is. The loss to the Raiders, when you're not beating teams you should beat with a bad offense, how are you going to beat better teams? The answer is you're not. It's not going to happen. And the Jets are going to be 4-6, and they're going to go, before our season slips away. The season has slipped away. It has slipped away because you mismanaged the roster all the way through, because you continually stick with Zach Wilson, even when you had all kinds of chances to get to a new quarterback. Well, we got Aaron Rodgers. Do you want to keep Zach Wilson? No, why we got to keep him. Maybe we can fix him. No, you already brought in a new guy. You know Zach Wilson stinks. Oh, okay. But then Aaron Rodgers gets hurt. Wait, we should bring in another guy. We No. We don't need to trade for another guy or do anything else. We're just going to stick with Zach Wilson. He's going to be fine. Here we are at the deadline. Josh Dobbs is available. Other guys are available. What? No. We're going to stick with Zach Wilson. I'm going to get fired by sticking with Zach Wilson. I'm happy with that. And all of these chances, and still, this is where they are with Zach Wilson. The season's over.
I mean, I appreciate their loyalty, though. I mean, they're committing professional. Whatever you want to term it. I mean, they're just walking away here. I mean, come on.
They want to be loyal to Zach Wilson because the next place he goes, he's going to get them a job. I get it. But Zach Wilson's not going any place where he's going to get them jobs. It's not how it works like us in the real world.
It's the hard part, right, of watching Zach Wilson, as we did the other day, going back and forth. There are throws where you're like, where is this? Where's this play calling? Where's this freedom? Where's this zip? And then he turtles in big moments, throws bad passes, or just takes an unconscionable sack along the way. The offensive line we've stipulated away as terrible a long time ago. But yeah, these guys have pretty much decided they're hitching their wagon. So what the hell are they seeing from Boyle and Simeon in practice that they won't even entertain the thought?
I don't know.
Like, you're not beholden to this guy anymore. He's at the end of his rookie deal, and he's going to be sent away. Right? I mean, yes, there are 2 years remaining, but you've already decided, I think, if you're a reasonable, rational person, that you've seen enough. And you're losing the locker room with Garrett Wilson calling team meetings to talk about where you're at.
Exit How About a Fresca, exit Swollen Dome. I'm telling you, the season's over. It's over for the Jets. They still think it's going, but you know what it is? It's Vince Vaughn in season 2 of True Detective when he's talking to his wife, and he's like, yeah, well, I'll get out of here. And his wife says, oh, baby, you stop walking all the way back there. And he looks back and sees that's his body. This is his soul that's leaving his body. Oh, honey, you stop walking all the way back there. The Jets are walking around now like Vince Vaughn going, yeah, no, and I do this and I do this. Guys, your season was over back here. I don't know what you still think is happening. Your season was over all the way back here.
Spirits floating. There you go. There's an AI suggestion photo to make for your Jets right there.
Season 2 of True Detective and Back to the Future, all in a big span.
It's crazy.